My name is Dice Kimura. We're doing part 2 of a blues lesson today. And yesterday I did part 1. You can check it out in the link below if you just want to learn the basic chords, which you should do if you're just coming into blues now. For the rest of you, we're going to do part 2, which is what I was playing just now, which is this movement. With my students over the years, I've called this the blues walk. Or sometimes you have the pinky too. So that's what we're going to be covering today. Download this paper. It's going to be a very, if it's a focus, very important resource. The structure of knowing the blues is important. It's in the top link below, and just click the download button and print this out. It's going to really help you as you're trying to understand this and memorize it. And memorizing it is very important. So if you clicked on this video, it's either two reasons. Either you like the blues and you want to learn it, and or you're part of a lesson series. You've been taking these lessons. I've been uploading them every day, and they're moving in chronological order for the way I teach. So if you like the level of this lesson, go click on the link below. You can find some other lessons similar to this in a playlist that might help your development. Also, you can join my Patreon, and I'm able to answer your comments a lot more there time-wise. Also, sometimes I'll respond with a video or whatever. So please check it out. There's a lot of value there. Okay, so before you accuse me, that's going to be the song that we're going to do. And you see the title there, Before You Accuse Me. I had to pick a song, and it's a very easy song to play along with, and I'll explain why when we get there. But first, let's get to our blues playing. So what we're going to do is take your first finger, and you're going to put it on the 5th string, 2nd fret. Okay? We're only going to play that. Let's play that one note. And then we're going to play these two notes. It's going to be strings 6 and 5 at the same time. So not one at a time, but together, like that. With the guitar, if you play two strings at the same time, it just sounds really thick. So that's good. So you got, so I'm going to start over. I'm playing string 6 and 5, first finger on the 5th string, 2nd fret, and you play that 2 times. And then you're going to put the 3rd finger on the 4th fret, 5th string. And I'm going to play both strings 5 and 6. So I'm going to pinch them with my fingers just to show you. I don't literally want you to pinch with your fingers. I'm hoping you're going to play with your guitar pick like this. When you go down a string and you just move the whole thing on both hands, you go down a string. So what we're talking about really is substitutions. It is the 12-bar blues, but if you joined me in yesterday's lesson and you did everything with just chords, now we're adding that blues walk. Fun fact, I'm not 100% sure this is true, but this is where I heard it in the, I was watching the documentary for Robert Johnson. It was on Netflix. It's really good. And one of the things that they talked about in that movie, that they said that Robert Johnson is the one that came up with this movement. Like this, on top of a chord, like an E chord, and then instead of just playing E, Robert Johnson came up with. Which is huge, by the way, because you've heard this your whole life. I know you've heard it. It's in so many songs, not just blues, but rock and roll, all kinds of stuff. Anyway, so we got your first finger on the 5th string, 2nd fret, and it kind of oscillates back and forth to the 4th fret, 3rd finger, 5th string. So it's the same string. Both fingers on the same string. Notice the pick. It's going down, 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 down. Down, down. Okay, so that's the beginning. It's just getting used to that. It's tricky because you go down. It's like on the frets. I'm going to call the fret numbers 2, 2, 4, 4, 2, 2, 4, 4, 2, 2, 4. Let's try it with a slow drum beat. What I want you to do is to do this without worrying about the structure yet. It's just this one move from the E. And just try this with the 60 BPM shuffle drum beat, and that's in the description below. But I'm going to do this with this beat. 2, 3, 4, in. Yeah, just work on that. Sorry, I did a little. Never mind that. Can't resist. But anyway, keep it simple. That's it. With the shuffle drum beat at 60. When you're ready, start doing just going back and forth between A and E. So if you just do A and E, it will be just the first 2 bars. Just get back and forth between just switching. Now for the A part, you're doing the E, and you're just gonna move everybody down a string. So the first finger is going to go down a string to the 4th string, 2nd fret, and the right hand moves down a string too. So the right hand has to now go to strings 5 and 4. So before we were doing 5 and 6, now we're doing 5 and 4. And we're going just 2 strings. So you got your first finger and the open A and the 4th string. And you're playing so strings 4 and 5. And then play that 3rd finger on the 4th fret. And then the A. And then the 4th fret, 1st fret, or 2nd fret, 4th fret, 2nd fret, 4th fret. So if you can do this with the drums and go back and forth, I'm going to do 4 beats each. 2, 3 from the E, and it's okay, so that's how you could stay there for a couple days. You could practice there for a couple days and turn up the air. Hey there, sorry to interrupt. If you want to learn how to play lead guitar, I have something for you at the end of this video. Okay, so now I want to get through this whole structure. Okay, make sure it's in focus here. I want to talk about the B7. There's a couple of ways to do this. And you recall you had the B7 here. One way is just to strum that B7. And so you have your blues walk, and then the A. And the B7, you strum it. And a lot of students will say right there, hey, why can't we have the equivalent for B7? And my answer is because that's really hard. But I will give you something of the equivalent in the second half of the lesson. So the first half of the lesson, I'm going to teach it to you with all open. The second half, I'm going to teach it to you, and you're going to see why I'm kind of hesitant to give it, because it is complicated. But the first order of business is to play this whole structure and now play it with a drum beat. So we're starting at 60 BPMs. Okay, so here we go. 2, 3 from the E7. And strum it. A, E, B7. Sorry, can't resist. I have to keep holding myself back. Just blues. It's in my DNA. Anyway, that's 60 BPMs. That's just the structure. Now you can work your way up with these drum beats. I do encourage you to do that because that's 60. We are going to get up to, we want to get into the song, and the song that I chose for you is Before You Accuse Me. The reason I chose it is it's a very simple sounding song. It's an acoustic, it's predominantly acoustic, there's percussion in there as well, but it's helping you find the beat and the groove very easily. Other songs, there's famous blues songs that are great. You say, why can't you do that? Well, not all of them are easy for beginners to get into. So maybe start with something conservative and then maybe get into something a little more out there if you want, would be my suggestion. So I'm hoping that you're going to build your speed up. You're at 60 BPMs at shuffle, and you can go into YouTube and type in, 65 BPM shuffle beat, and you'll find this exact same guy if you go to his channel or whatever. I like this person's drums, by the way, and I like how they show the beat number on the screen. But just for your reference, here's the goal. Cannot help it. I just want to just play. I can't stop myself. Blues is what I do. Okay. Anyway, so now you're able to do it at 110 BPMs with the song. The song's actually more like 106 BPMs. I couldn't find a drum beat at 106, so we did 110. But that's 106. Now the second thing I wanted to show you today was a way of playing this without the open B7, like I talked about in the beginning lesson. So that's going to be a little different. Your first part for the E is the same, so that remains intact. But the A is going to change. The A, your first finger, is going to go to the 5th fret, 6th string, not a bar, just one note. Put your third finger on the 7th fret, 5th string, and that's going to form a bar chord. And then with a pinky, you're going to go back and forth to the 5th string, 9th fret. You see that? And then that's the A. For the B, you're going to actually go up 2 frets to the 7th fret and do the exact same move. A, E. Notice everything is on the 5th and 6th string, so that makes it easier. Also, everything is the same move. Except when you go to A and B, it's the pinky and not the third finger, okay? Now, if you're trying this at home and you're finding some obstacles, you're now realizing why I taught it to you the way I did in the beginning of this lesson and also the last lesson of the beginner video I uploaded. Because it's complicated, there's a lot to it, but press in, it's so worth it, okay? If you can just play one blues song, you can probably play 100,000 blues songs. I mean, the reality is once you get the key down, you can just plug that chord sequence and it works to any blues song, as long as they're written in that standard form, which most of them are. So if you have your E, A, see that? Slide down to E, E again, okay? So that's how you do that. I'll just show it to you in context. gotta quote where you're ahead. Okay, so that's before you accuse me. Let me think here. By the way, if you have questions about what we're doing, please leave it in the comments. I will do my best to answer them. I answer more questions in my Patreon channel. That's where I usually help people out first. So just click in there if you're stuck, or you can book me on Skype. Like and subscribe, it really helps the channel. So if this channel is helping you in your guitar playing, please help me out by sharing it with your friends or subscribing or commenting. It really helps me. And I will see you tomorrow, okay? Thanks so much. Bye-bye. Hey guitar player, if you want to learn how to play lead guitar and you're a beginner, I have something for you. This is a very detailed beginner course for lead guitar playing. Step by step, it's going to show you how to improvise. It's going to show you all of your pentatonic scales in the key of E minor, which is 8 positions over the span of 22 frets. You're also going to get 40 of my phrases that I'm going to teach you, and these are cool phrases. I'm also going to include the tabs of all of the phrases that I'm playing and all the positions that I'm playing. And you're going to have video of very in-depth, step-by-step explanations of how to start improvising. And more importantly, it's going to teach you how to think like a guitarist. I'm going to teach you how guitarists interact with live music and how we think. And so it's going to be very beneficial. If you get through this course, this will take you from beginner, absolute beginner, all the way to intermediate. You'll be an intermediate lead player by the end of this course. So it's very in-depth. I know that's a bold promise, but it's true, okay? You can check it out for free, do the free trial, and then go from there. Please ask me any questions that you have. I want to see you play lead guitar. You can do this. You can absolutely do this. Step by step, one day at a time. We're gonna do this together. We're gonna do this at your pace. So check it out. The information's in the link below.